Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello, I'm Johan Segers, CEO of Medispar. Today I'm going to talk to you about the Medispar Cryoflex device. The Medispar Cryoflex device has been designed to treat pain in a minimal invasive way with cryotherapy. As you can see, the machine consists out of two parts. We have the cooling generator and we have the trolley with the integrated CO2 bottle. So what we're going to do before we switch on the system, we first hit on the press button at the back of the machine and you will hear some nice music.
Standby mode.
What we're going to do next is we're going to open the CO2 bottle. Okay, we use CO2, we can also use N2O, but for hospital use we prefer CO2 because of the safety and a healthy environment. Then we're going to take our cryo probe. We have 3 sizes, and for the visual effect of today we're going to use the 3mm probe. Now, this cryo probe is designed with a limited use of 30 utilizations. How do we know that? We know this with what we call RFID technology, which counts automatically or deducts automatically the uses of the probe. Also, the probe is steam sterilized, and at the end you will see a protective cap. It's very important to use this protective cap during your sterilization process, because otherwise it might damage your whole probe and you need to discard it. Now, when we start using it, we remove the protective cap and we're going to hook on the probe to the machine. Okay? We put this here in the hole. Okay, we make a small turn. Then we're going to put the RFID counter next laterally. You heard a beep. This beep means that the machine has recognized the cryo probe and that one use has been deducted. You can see on the counter the number of 26, which means that the cryo probe already has been used 4 times. Now, we have a touch screen and we have a pedal. Okay, we have different modes, but we're not going to explain to you everything today. We just want to do the practical functioning of this machine. We have the settings button, and at the settings you can decrease or increase your treatment time, you can decrease or increase your alarm level, and you can decrease or increase the voice level. We have CO2 because we're going to work with CO2. Of course, if you work with N2O, this can be changed. And an important button here is the drain gas button. Why is this important? When you stop the procedure, the cooling generator should be drained from all the gas. Otherwise, your machine stays under gas pressurization, and this is not what we want. To return back to the screen, we just put here on the arrow.
Standby mode.
Okay. Now, before we start working, we're going to, although the probe has been sterilized, we're going to do an internal cleaning procedure. So, to make sure that we can do an optimal treatment. So we push either by the pedal or by the touchscreen, and we're going to clean. Okay? So once when you touch it with your fingers, you already feel the cold, and after a while this probe is now ready to be used. When it's ready to be used, after local anesthesia, we're going to puncture the patient and do the treatment that we want to do. Okay, and now we're going to do this in a water environment. So I'm going to push on the ready button, which is going to induce the ice ball formation. Okay, so it will take a little time, and then after a while you will see the ice ball forming.
Ready to freezing.
You see it forming?
Freezing.
You see? The diameter is determined by the length of the treatment and by the diameter of the probe. Okay? Now before you remove the probe from the patient, you wait for 30 seconds and then you remove the probe. Okay?
Ready to freezing.
We're going to stop the procedure now because we do not want to continue. Okay?
Standby mode.
Now, I've taken out the probe. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to remove the probe from the machine. Okay? We wash and disinfect it. We put on the protection cap and we bring it to the sterilization department. Now, before we do that, remember I told you we need to drain the gas. And I'm going to do something now that I should not normally do, but I'm going to do it anyway, just to show you what people can forget sometimes. When I push on the button drain gas, look what happens now.
Closed cylinders valve.
So it says that we should close the valve of the CO2 bottle, which normally should be done when you drain the gas. We didn't do that, but we're going to do it now because the machine told us to do so. And we always listen to machines. Okay, now the valve is nearly closed. Okay, now I'm going to push OK. You heard the noise, so it has depressurized the cooling generator. Now I'm going to back to my screen and I can switch off the machine. I hope this small demo gave you a little bit of an overview on how this Medispar Cryoflex cooling generator can work for you and in your practice. If you need more information, please feel free to contact us at www.medispar.eu. I thank you.